All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back again to Naijafoottv, where we talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria and everything in between. So, Wilfred Ndidi is one of the latest to move right now to the Turkish Super League after Victor Osimhen completed that move a few days ago. He's now moved on a permanent basis from Leicester City to Besiktas. That deal actually was concluded yesterday evening. Ndidi signed a 3-year contract with an extra possibility to sign one more year at the end of the 3-year contract. And, based on the report, the salary is significantly better than what he, was collecting at Leicester City. So obviously, it's a really good move on a personal level. I'm not sure about professional level, obviously, because a lot of people feel that it's always better or football is better in the UK than in Turkey. But at the end of the day, great one for the guy. He's now joined the Besiktas team. He actually was picked up by a private jet yesterday evening, along with his agent and his close representatives. Had his medical as well yesterday, and has now signed that deal. So his new coach is going to be Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the Manchester United uh, legend, who also coached the club at some point. And they are very sure, both Solskjaer and the owners of the club, they are very sure that it is someone that can give them the quality, in terms of holding midfielder role that they are looking for. But it's not just Ndidi. We also had, the likes of Super Eagles eligible player. I talked about him in one of the previous videos. Leslie Gochuku. He has also now completed his move to Burnley for a reported, I think, 20 million euros or thereabouts. And he has now signed a 5-year deal with Burnley Football Club. And as well, Burnley is a club that has just recently been promoted to the Premiership. So it's really nice to see that Leslie is going to stick around in the Premiership and try to to announce his name, because obviously he didn't really get that much chance to play at Chelsea. He played only 15 games in the first season. He joined at Chelsea before being sent on loan. But this move to Burnley definitely is going to give him more opportunity to see more playing minutes. But aside from him, there's also one of our very own as well, who has always thrilled every time you watch him in the UEFA Champions League. I'm talking about the likes of Victor Olatunji, who played for Czech league side Sparta Prague. He's now joined a club in the USA, in the MLS, Real Salt Lake. So his club actually announced on their official social media page that they've sold him to Real Salt Lake in the USA MLS League. This man, did a lot for the club last season in their league, and then most notably in the Champions League, where he scored and assisted and set the history as being the only Nigerian to have done so, in the Champions League. But this move, I don't know if it's a progression or a regression, because obviously uh, moving to the US is not exactly where you can move to and expect to be called up to national team. But let's see how it goes with him. Moving forward beyond that, guys, Coach Chelle has now come out to react to the loss against Senegal, the defending champion, in their first Chan African Cup of Nations match. And for the coach, he's not been shy of directly criticizing his player, for how they turned up that day. He felt that they didn't really even come prepared. They didn't play like they wanted to even win the game, in the first place. And the very many mistakes that they made was actually the reason why, they got punished at the end of the day. He feels that the best team won, which, is the Senegalese team, and that his team did not deserve to even walk away with a draw in that match. But the coach is very optimistic going forward. They actually have a game tomorrow, the second game against Sudan, and the coach believes that the two more games that they have is is a chance for them to try to turn things around. But he's also, uh, has sent out a warning to his boys that they have to wake up. They have to be more aggressive. They have to be more determined. They have to show that they want to be in the competition and give everything to try and go as far as they can. If not, they will just return to Nigeria. That's in summary what he has said. But just to put it in his own words, I said I think Senegal deserved this victory because we only played well for about 20 minutes in the second half. In the first half, I didn't recognize my team at all. Senegal was more aggressive, brought more intensity, and for me, they deserved the win more than us. Then he continued, in the second half, we gave away the goal with two small mistakes. Maybe mentally we weren't in the game. Maybe we were scared of something. We only enjoyed about 20 minutes when we really played football, created chances, but failed to score. We need to be more ambitious. We need to be more aggressive. We must fight for every ball, especially the second balls. In the first half, we lost every ball. This is just our first match. We still have two more games to go, but we need to change our mindset. That is what the coach has said regarding this match. Of course, it's going to be interesting to see how the game turns out. The first game was met with a lot of criticisms, from Nigerians who feel that the coach shouldn't have fielded as much players from Remo Stars team as he did. We had like five Remo Stars players in the first 11, in the starting 11 of that match. So hopefully maybe the coach can do some tweaking and, just get the best talents rather than trying to, replicate this team into a Remo Stars 2.0 kind of team and expect them to play, at their best.